Hello everyone. Okay, so I hope you're getting ready for your meditation tonight. Okay, so is the music too loud? Everything okay? Good. Let me just keep the music. What we're doing. Much better. Hello Jenny. Hello everyone. Hi Alice. Hi Yoshi. So I've got two views here. One is Facebook, one is Instagram here. So sometimes I'll be looking here, sometimes I'll be looking here. Okay, so just in case you're wondering, why is my eyes not looking at you? Alright, so let's get comfy, get your pillows around you, get your eye pillows, your towels, your towels just to cover your eyes later. You want to dim up the lights in your room, go ahead. I'll have it bright so that you're able to see me. Maybe I'll have it like not so bright after all. Hang on. It's the same, not much difference. Is it the same? Okay, not too bad. Alright. Okay, so we are going to start pretty soon. So welcome to this first session of meditation session. It's an introduction of meditation. So it will be going on for 4 weeks, 4 Thursdays, right? So it's going to go very basic first. I'm going to start off with very basic. You can't hear my voice? I think switch it on. Can everyone hear my voice first? All okay? Yoshi, is my voice okay in both sides? Facebook and Instagram? Thumbs up is okay. Alright. Can hear, no problem. Alright. Okay. Okay, first of all, maybe I'll come closer to the camera before later I'll show you guys more. Thanks, Fei Fei. Okay. Alright. So if you've got your favorite crystals with you, you can wear it, you have your aroma, light it up so that you're calm and relaxed. So you can see my background here is a lavender feel. I purposely bought this, just to put it as an ambience. It's a nice ambience. So there's still more people coming in, so we just wait for maybe a couple more minutes. But before that, let me explain to you what I will be doing with you guys the next couple of weeks. So today is the first day of the meditation. Then after the next week will be second time, then third session and fourth session. So what I will be teaching you is a series of meditation technique. So like today is going to be a very simple meditation technique. It's just breath work, okay? A lot of breathing. Now, it can be seen in in a simple way, but it's not that easy if you really focus 100% onto your breath. Okay, how your breath travels into your abdominal area, your diaphragm area, how your belly expands. The concentration is not so easy. And next week, I'll be teaching you what we call the loving kindness meditation. I've written down my notes here. Okay, and the third week, I'll be teaching a chakra meditation. Okay, with a lot of colors and visualization skills. And the fourth week, I'll be teaching emotional release with sound healing. Okay, so you notice that I'll be bringing out my bowls. So we'll be having a sound bath of meditation on the fourth week, which is the last day of the meditation series. So what is meditation to all of you? Now, in general, meditation is to help us calm us down. Okay, it brings peacefulness in us. It slows down our breath. Okay, Okay, it slows us down because most of us, we are very busy every day from morning till evening. So what meditation does to you, if you do it every single night before you sleep, it helps you sleep better. It gives you a peace of mind so that your mind is not wandering around while you're about to sleep. And also, it helps in easing off stress and anxiety and also insomnia issues as well. So meditation, yeah, as from my experience through 15 years of experience, yeah, of learning from different teachers. I believe I did one live Facebook previously during last year, during the pandemic last year. I did a 1 hour introduction of meditation as well. So that one was more of, I think, of visualization, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so you see, our thoughts and emotions, it can be triggered anytime. All of us have emotions. Everyone has emotions. It just needs to be triggered at that point of time. So we cannot avoid emotions from coming in or pouring in, but having us to be aware of it, fully aware of it, be able to observe that sensation of emotion, that's more important. And that's what meditation does to us. Meditation allows us to be fully aware of that moment and also observe that kind of feeling. So even while you're in meditation later, you may feel sensations, you may feel body sensation, you may also feel that spur of emotion that just come out from nowhere, out of nowhere. That's absolutely fine. All you need to do is to observe that sensation. It can be anger, it can be frustration, yeah, it can be panting breath. Many of us have very different symptoms, different things going on. So it's important that for you to observe that sensation. And what I suggest to you guys is when you come up with your meditation, write down your journal. Now on your iPads, you can write down everything of how you felt throughout that whole sensation of maybe 15 to 20 minutes of meditation. And it doesn't have to be a very long meditation. Some of us can go for an hour, yeah, to two. That really depends on how many years you've been practicing. So you can take it like maybe take a 5 minutes for meditation, time yourself on a day-to-day basis, and slowly add up your time. It's okay to do short ones. And some of us have problems sitting. Sitting on full lotus could also be an issue. Some those are due to tight hips or some bone structure issues. So what I need to do is maybe put a bolster underneath your pelvis, or even sit on a chair. You can even sit on a chair, or even lay down on savasana position, whichever that makes you comfortable first, because the physical body must first be settled first prior for us to go internally. Okay? Now you can ask many questions, even before the meditation session, or you can even email me. Yeah, if you want to email me, you can email it to I'll write down my email later. Hang on, I'll write down here first. Or you can just private message me as well. It doesn't matter. You can write to me after that because I may not be able to see all of your comments. Yeah, from far away. While I'm teaching you the technique, I may not be able to answer to you, yeah, on the spot. So I can answer to you after the class, perhaps. Okay. So coming back to meditation. So as I mentioned to you, emotions can be triggered when we allow it to. Yeah, we allow emotions to be triggered. So whenever emotions come to us next time, if you're a person who meditates a lot and observe a lot on your breath, yeah, you observe a lot on your body awareness. Yeah, what part of your body feels not right, that kind of thing, the physical part of it. It can be the emotional part of it. So the moment that you're fully aware of it and also observe that sensation, so next time just observe that feeling. And then when you're able to catch that observation properly, that emotion that spurs up to you, then I'd like you to sense it like how you're sensing it during meditation session. Because when we recognize this, and we're so used to it, we're able to handle our expectations. Yeah, our expectations towards others or ourselves, so that we can slowly just wither out all these emotions, and it just feels nothing to us in future. Just like someone trying to make you angry or trying to make you frustrated, just by taking a few deep breaths in and out through your nose. That's why we learn yoga, isn't it? So in this session, what I'll be teaching you is breath work. Yeah, breath work. So if you can kindly just follow me with some simple techniques here. I know most of you who comes in, some of you may not be from yoga background, so I would need to just go through some very basic diaphragmatic breathing. So from here, the anatomy of the diaphragm is right below our lungs, just right. It's like a dome shape, just like this. So when we inhale through nose, this dome shape actually pushes down to your belly, abdomen area. So your belly actually expands fully with an inhalation. Then as you exhale, your belly slowly softens down, and this dome shape pushes out the air out from your lungs, out through your nose. So you can do that a couple of times and get this breathing correct first before we lay down and work a little bit more on the breath work. So I'd like you to just place your hands just slightly below your rib cage. Okay? And then just take very easy breath. I don't want you to have like forceful breathing. Just take it easy. Just notice and observe where does the breath flows. That's all. Yeah, that's what we want to observe only for today's first session. So when we breathe in through nose, observe how that lung expands. Of course, the lung capacity on your ribcage expands. And how that breath really expands down to your belly. Then as you exhale, and see how that belly relaxes away from your hands. And just try that a couple more times. So just close your eyes and just breathe in. Concentrate on the full expansion on your belly here. Feel it really bulging like a balloon. And as you exhale, just let it very naturally just relax and subside. And let it out from your nose. So, if you're having issues on exhaling through your nose, what you can do, you can try to exhale through your mouth. You can do that. So just inhale through nose and let it out from your mouth very smoothly. And you can do that until you feel so comfortable that you can breathe in and out through your nose. Shall we do that a couple more times? Okay, just breathe in to your surrounding. Feel the expansion of your belly. And as you exhale, let it out from your mouth. Now, with this breathing going in and out, what I need you to slowly progress further is to count the breathing in. Now, you don't have to count for like 8 to 10 counts in one go. You don't have to do it. Initially, maybe you just take 1, 2, 3. Inhale, in, 2, 3. X, 2, 3. It's fine. Okay, all I need you to do is to observe the counting. Observe the counting of your breath when you expand it. How much count as you inhale? And how much count as you exhale? Now, what we want to concentrate here is try to balance between the inhalation count and exhalation count. Shall we do that? So you don't have to follow me, because I can drag my breathing up to 12 counts without frustrating myself or without agitating. Okay, So you need to be very comfortable when you're counting and not gasping for air. It's like, like that. No. Okay? So if you're asthmatic, you need to take it very, very slowly and not direct the breathing. Okay? So just take easy breath and notice the counting. Now, as I mentioned to you, meditation is all about observation. So you want to observe the count as you come in and observe how much count as you count out. And as I mentioned before, try to make an equal amount. That's all. If it's 5 counts in, try 5 counts out. Shall we do that? All right, let's close your eyes. Place your hands onto your belly area, just right below your rib cage. And then a very gentle inhalation. Count it on your own pace. And whenever you're ready to exhale, slowly count it at your own pace. You can exhale out from your mouth. So avoid any tension around your shoulders or neck, or your facial muscles. Okay, can you do that a couple more times? Gentle breath. Gentle breath. And just fully concentrate on this few moments of breath at your own very pace. And try to slow down your pace. We don't want to rush. Just take your inhalation slowly. It doesn't matter how long you count it, as long as you take it slow and easy pace. And every time you exhale, slow and easy pace out. It's on a day-to-day, everyday life. We normally go through busy schedules. So it's important for us to take easy breath, easy breath out. And we're trying to relax at night, don't do anything vigorous or strenuous at night. Hours like this, around 8:45 to 10, is the best time to settle down to your bed, relax, do some light reading, do some light meditation. Just do that a couple more times. Observe that inhalation. Observe the movement of the belly as it expands. Observe the counting and how the belly relaxes down. Just do that a few more times at your own pace. And we are not rushing to anywhere. We're just taking our time. Slow down the pace. Slow down your breath. Because we want to have a relationship with our own selves. Finding time for ourselves. Recognizing our own self. Knowing our own selves. Observing our own selves. Let your breath guide you through into relaxation. noticing everything around you. You may hear noise at the back of your ears. Your sense of smell, you may be able to smell the aromatherapy that you've lighted up. All your senses are all awakened. Notice how that breath flows in through your throat, expanding your lungs. And as you exhale out through your nose or mouth, feel the sensation of letting out the air out through your nose or mouth. You're going to do like 2 more times of inhalation and exhalation. Feel how that diaphragm communicates with your abdominal region. Feel how that diaphragm communicates with your lungs. And when you exhale, and slowly open up your eyes, and welcome. Alright, so now I need you to grab your pillows. What we're going to do is, we're going to lay down on your bolsters. And we're just going to lay down very comfortably just to open up your chest. Okay? So if you're nice beanbags at home, you can have it. Can you still hear me? Alright? Okay? Okay, so if you can grab your bolsters, let's grab our bolsters. Okay, so we're just gonna lay down comfortably on your bolsters. You can cover yourself with, a towel, and just place a eye pillow around your eyes, and just close your eyes, or just a towel just to close your eyes, and just listen to my guide. Or you can have a look at what I'm doing first, then after that, you can do it at your own time. So I'm just going to explain to you how can we further feel the expansion of your belly while we're in this position. So it's a very restorative position while we're laying down, so that we're able to focus a lot on our breath work. And today's topic is about breath work, isn't it? So I'd like you to place your hands onto your ribcage in this manner. So as you inhale through nose, I'd like you to feel the full expansion of your belly, followed by your ribcage and your chest region. So we want to divide it into 3-part breath, from the belly, expanding to your ribcage, and then all the way to your chest region, expansively. And then from there, as you exhale, you can let it out from your mouth. Let it out from your mouth. Okay, now I will show it to you first. You can have a look. So I'm going to lay down very comfortably on my bolster. Okay, so I'm going to lay down very comfortably on my bolster. So I'm going to place my hands on my ribcage. I'm going to take a deep breath, inhale, expand belly, ribcage, chest, yeah? Exhale. Everything subsides down when you exhale. So as you inhale, Feel the expansion. You can hold the expansion like for you can hold the expansion like maybe for a few seconds, and then after that exhale out and allow the expansion to slowly release down. So it's like inflating a balloon. So the balloon is expanding, expanding, expanding up towards your chest. Then you can hold there like a couple of seconds, and then as you exhale, let out from your mouth. And if you're very comfortable of letting out from your nose, that's also fine. Okay, this is one simple technique of breath work. So you want to really get your full expansion of your breath work all the way up towards your chest, from your expansion of your belly, then your ribcage and your chest. Then from there, you hold there maybe a couple of seconds, and then you let it out smoothly out from your mouth or your nose. Okay, so it's gonna be very like rhythmic, because it will come a point of time where you get so used to the rhythm of it that you will let it be very smoothly going in and out, and you focus on that observation. You want to focus on that, the feeling of that expansion, the feeling of how it opens up your collarbone, and the feeling of how it relaxes you down. And this is on the physical form. You're still going through the physical part of it, of observing the body physically, what's happening with the breathing, because, because as I mentioned to you, meditation is a form of concentration. It's a form of focus inwardly. So next week will be more to loving kindness. We go through some affirmations. But this next couple of days, if you're using this technique correctly, you can do it like every single night, maybe like for 10 minutes, and then you focus on just the breath work. So you can join me, okay, in a rhythmic manner. We're gonna expand as you inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And let everything synchronize together. Exhale. So the synchronicity of the breath is very rhythmic. Okay, the synchronicity of the breath is very rhythmic. So I'd like you to focus on the rhythm of the breath. Inhale through nose, expanding from your abdomen, ribcage, and chest at the same time now. And concentrate how much can you let go. Now in between that, you can just hold that inhalation for a couple of seconds. Let the breath expand as you inhale. Exhale. So some of you may be feeling this sensation as you go through a couple more of this set of breath. Sometimes some of you breathe in, you suck your belly in. Now that is what we don't want to do. We want the most natural way of breathing, where when you inhale, the diaphragm pushes down all the way to your belly to expand. Okay, with the expansion of your ribcage at the same time in your chest. And then as you exhale, just let the belly relax. So this is what we call diaphragmatic breath. Okay, so please be fully aware of your breath. So try to observe, are you sucking in when you are breathing? So if you are, which means you have very shallow breath. You've been breathing just around your chest area all this while. So that's what we want to avoid. So I need you to think about that now, okay? So observe that. Observe this kind of breath work. So inhale through nose, allow the breath to expand. your belly, your ribcage, and your chest. And as you exhale, just relax, relax, relax. For those who can advance further, in between the inhalation and exhalation, just hold there for a couple of seconds before you let go out from your mouth or nose. Okay, I will silent down now so that you can focus on your technique. Again, when you're inhaling, count how many counts when you inhale and how many counts can you as you exhale. So it's inhale maybe 5 counts. Or when you exhale, are you trying to exhale out very quickly? So I need you to observe this balance and weigh the inhalation exhalation timing. And try to make it as balanced as you can and try to observe that breath work. You can even lay down your arms up to the side and continue with this breathing technique. Inhale to full expansion. Exhale out. And go according to your pace. Slow down your pace. Do not rush your breathing. Observe how that breath travels to the expansion of your belly with the relationship of the diaphragm. Observe how your belly relaxes as you exhale. And you don't have to observe so many things at the same time. Sometimes you can observe the counting of your breath, and sometimes you can observe the feeling of the breath. Focus one thing at a time. Feel the rhythmic flow of your breath in and out. Let's see if you can slow down the breathing even more. Continue to observe the reactions of your body. How's your facial muscles? Are they relaxed? Do you tense up any unnecessary muscles, like your shoulders or neck? Observe those areas that I just mentioned. Or while you're breathing in and out, you felt there's a restriction somewhere around your chest or below your ribcage. Observe those restrictions as well. Because the body learns, we learn to adapt. When we observe something, we notice it. We notice of its existence. And then I'd like you to focus on that sensation. And as you exhale, continue to let out from your mouth or nose. And observe again those sensations that you may feel a bit of restriction around your ribcage, or at your belly area. Or perhaps maybe you're observing the consistency. Maybe you don't feel consistent on the next few rounds. Perhaps these are all possibilities. So I need you to just focus and observe on those things. There's no right or wrong. There's only observations. And we are only learning to observe what the body is trying to communicate to us. We are trying to be aware of those observations. There may be thoughts that flashes by. Just take note of it, observe it for a while, and let it go and focus back on your belly expansion, your ribcage expansion. Just continue for a couple more sets. at your own slow pace. Slowly find your awareness back to class. Just try to do 1 or 2 more sets of this breath work. Don't rush. Take your own time. And when you completed your 2 or 3 more sets, I want you to slowly just wiggle your toes. You can just stretch your legs long, stretch your arms long above your head. Draw your knees in. You can even remove the bolster and just lay down the fetal position for a while. Continue to observe that breath, expansion. And make your way out to sea. Alright, so a couple of explanations I would like to make. Yeah, while you were in your breath expansion, some of you may feel that you were going through some restriction around here. Yeah, perhaps in terms of chakra. We're going to explain that the next couple of weeks. There could be a blockage of chakra, or there could just be tightness around the frontal fascia area. So sometimes it's good to practice yin yoga or like slow pace stretching, just to stretch the frontal area. Like spin pose would be good. Some cobra stretches. If you want like a meditation that is very comfortable, you can do stuff like that. A nice good stretch on your tummy, or some open wing poses, just to open up the shoulders a little bit on each side. And of course, sometimes if you feel that you're very tight around your neck region or chest region while you're breathing, you're feeling this kind of sensation. Some of you may be feeling that while you're trying your best to concentrate the breath to the belly expansion with the diaphragm working in that way, but it just doesn't work. Yeah, why is that so? Because your body has been adapting to emotional baggages or fascia tightness and muscle tightness all these while, or perhaps it's due to posture, like you've been working on a computer desk for 5 to 6 hours a day. So that's why this tightness could also be a hindrance to your meditation session. So that's why you will feel all this frustration throughout the whole time, because you're trying to concentrate, yeah, but your body does not allow you to do it. Or some of you may feel hip pain or back pain while you're in seated meditation pose. Well, do some hip opening poses, like butterfly poses. or fire lock poses, just to ease off the glutes, or forward bending poses, just to ease off the lower back. As I was mentioning just now, if you have like tight chest and your tight neck, stretches like arm stretches will be great when you're laying down on the floor. Yeah, and also some neck stretches. Some, we call it graceful bow for yin yoga. Just do a couple of neck stretches on the front part of your neck here, and neck stretches on here, and the side of the neck there, and the back of your neck. Try to ease up all these tightness of your physical body first before you move into meditation. Because sometimes if your body is not ready, you tend to linger around the physical form of your body, and you keep on observing on the pain, you're observing on the tightness, you're observing on the restriction. So my advice to you guys, to those of you who felt some kind of restrictions, it could be a form of energy restriction, or it could be a form of tightness around the neck, shoulder area, back area, hips area, which could hinder your practice in meditation. So I hope this breath work exercise in meditation brings about a simple technique for your day-to-day practice. So observing where the breath is flowing in and out, observing the count, that will help. As I mentioned during the session, you don't have to observe everything all at once. You don't have to observe your expansion. You can do it like segment by segment. Organize your meditation, organize your thoughts. Basically, you focus on the physical form of how the belly expands first. And you may feel some restrictions. I need you to take note of that. Is it a physical body restriction, or you feel that it's an energy part? The thing is, when you are a meditator, if you've been meditating for long, you will be able to feel that. And you need to experience that on yourself to understand how it feels, like energy blockage, we call it. Then notice all those things first. Focus on that and write it down. As I mentioned to you, there's nothing right or wrong about feeling those restrictions. It's fine. At least you're aware of it. You're aware there's something not right of your body, isn't it? Like maybe some of you might ask me, why do I feel that chest restriction? Perhaps you're breathing too shallow. Try to relax a bit. Those are stress. Anxiety and stress causes stress around the neck and shoulder area, and shrug up your shoulders, or perhaps you may have very tight chest area. Or people have confidence issue, you will have issues in shallow breathing, we call it. Tend to do this kind of very shallow breath, and you find that your breath is very short. So this kind of breathing technique to allow the expansion to your belly is how a baby breathes. You see, if you are a father or mother, when you observe your baby, when he or she is sleeping, look at how she will expand the belly as she inhales. A baby will breathe the most natural form, the most natural form. But as we grow up, we will tend to, have lots of emotional stuff coming into us, like stress, anxiousness, worries, anger, everything, you name it, all emotional stuff that tends to, hinder our breath pattern in a proper way. So that's why it is important to slow down and not be so rushing every single day. Sometimes it's good to just chill, do nothing. Read a book, just do nothing. It doesn't mean that you have to be busy all the time. Yeah? So, especially with this pandemic that we're going through this year and last year, a lot of us have been staying home a lot. So, by working on meditation, by observing your breath, by observing how your body is reacting to certain things, write it down. Have a journal and write down how you should feel. how did you feel this first session? How do you feel on your next session? And always review on it. It's good to have something that you've written down so that you are reminded of it. And next time when you revisit that area, you may even go through the same thing again, the same thing. And emotions such as frustration may kick in, and that's all about the storage system in your body of your subconscious mind that is trying to trigger you, as I said, emotions. And it's something that you will slowly work onto it when you start to observe on a day-to-day basis. All right? So I hope that you do some stretching as well. Do some nice yin yoga stretching and hold there for like 1 or 2 minutes first, just to ease off those tightness around those hips, the chest area, the shoulder and neck area. And then try to meditate like 5 minutes and see how that feels. So I hope this learning has been useful for all of you. Okay, and I see you guys next week again. All right, so it will be same time, 8:45 to 9:30. It's a 45-minute session of sharing. And if you have any questions, please write to me, and I would love to share with you all my journey. Okay, so see you guys. Namaste, everyone, and have a very nice evening ahead and a good weekend ahead. Bye bye. Okay, I'll end one first.